The Honda Jazz, or the Little Giant as it's affectionately known, is a very important car for the Honda brand, having built itself a very loyal fan base since its arrival here in 2002. And the reasons it's been such a big hit are simple. It's one of the most spacious and practical cars in its class. This latest generation promises to uphold all that was great about the previous ones, while offering improvements in several key areas including safety, running costs and new technology. Despite already offering one of the most roomy cabins in the class, the Jazz is even bigger inside this time around, and a longer wheelbase means that rear knee room now rivals that of a Mercedes S-Class. Those back seats also recline, and as part of Honda's magic seating system, the bases can also be folded upwards to create this really handy space in the rear for carrying taller items. They can also be folded completely flat to extend an already generous boot capacity of 358 litres, which is actually larger than the Ford Focus, which sits in the class above. The rest of the cabin is very easy to negotiate, with large, wide opening doors and a slightly raised driving position, making it a very easy car to get in and out of. Then with a front passenger seat that folds right the way back, allowing you to cater for longer items, there's really not much that the Jazz can't carry. Also improved is the interior quality in general. It's got a new modern layout made from hard-wearing and durable materials. There's also plenty of handy storage areas throughout the cabin, including several large cup holders, a decent-sized glove box and wide door bins. But the focus in the front is on this new Honda Connect touchscreen infotainment system, which is standard on the mid-spec model upwards. It's an easy enough system to use and pair with your phone, although the touch-sensitive volume controls can take a bit of getting used to. Like with most Hondas, equipment levels are exceptionally generous, and the entry-level SE comes with a list of standard features that would rival some of its competitors' mid to higher spec models. Some of those highlights include air conditioning, cruise control, automatic lights and wipers, and a city brake active system whereby the car will automatically apply the brakes if it thinks that you're going to hit something. That comes in at a starting price of under €17,500, which doesn't make it the cheapest Super Mini on the market, but taking space and spec into consideration, it's still quite a lot of car for the money. An extra €2,000 will get you into the very popular mid-spec ES model, which adds alloy wheels and parking sensors, the 7-inch touchscreen display, and a dynamic safety pack, which adds some very high-tech features like lane departure warning and traffic sign recognition. Top of the range then is the EX, which will get you larger wheels, climate control, a reversing camera, keyless go and an upgraded interior for a premium of a little over €1,000 on the ES. Safety was always a strong point in the Jazz, so it comes as no surprise to learn that this new model scored the full 5 stars on the NCAP crash test. Then those active safety features on the mid to higher spec models should help you feel even safer behind the wheel. Engine choice is simple in that there is none, and all models come paired with this 1.3 litre iVTEC petrol. You can, however, choose between this 6-speed manual and the very popular automatic CVT gearbox. And the Jazz has always been very popular in automatic thanks to a great reputation for reliability and the fact that it's not that expensive to get into one, with a premium of just €1,500 over the manual. Claimed fuel economy is 5 litres per 100 kilometres, or about 56 mpg, with the auto offering slightly more than that again, and both models cost between €190 and €200 a year to tax, depending on spec and wheel size. With 102 PS, it feels quite gutsy for a small car and handles really well on windy roads, offering good grip and a comfortable suspension. Now, it can get a little bit noisy in here if you work it anyways hard, with that noise mainly coming from the engine rather than exterior wind noise, which is actually quite well insulated against. One of the things I like best about it is that you don't feel that extra space in the cabin, and it still feels light and nimble like a small car should. Then those large windows offer great all-round visibility, making it very easy to park and negotiate tighter spaces. The Jazz might not have a reputation for being the most exciting car in the world, and it's not easy when you have an iconic sibling like the Civic to live up to. But what it is extremely easy to live with, offering levels of practicality that simply can't be touched by most of the market. Topped off then by a fantastic reputation for reliability, which provides for the most part what most people want in a car, which is easy, hassle-free motoring. To see the new face of the Jazz for yourself, you can check it out at your local Honda dealer, details of which you'll find on CarsIreland.ie.